Several people have mentioned meditation and asked questions about it. Our entire program is built upon mind training, first, second, and third. Everything else is secondary to mind training. Now, meditation is open thinking and being receptive to thoughts from the universe, from God, whatever. And mind training is different. It's where you dictate what you want to think. And I have told everybody in my books, but somehow, perhaps not clearly enough, that the way I beat it, first, second, and third, was mind training. Now, if I hadn't had developed some tools to avoid stuttering every 2 seconds, I don't think my mind training would have worked. I had to harness the runaway stuttering. And when I did that, the mind training clicked in and worked. Now, we talk about having 2 treatments a day minimum, one before you go to bed and one when you get up in the morning. We also ask you during the day, every time you get a negative thought, oh, I'm nervous about a job interview, I'm nervous about a phone call, et cetera, you immediately drown that thought in a flood of contrary positive affirmations, such as, I love to do job interviews. I love to speak to strangers. I love to talk to groups, etc. You flood your mind with that. Now, in the beginning of all of my books on stuttering related to speech, I quote Frank S. Caprio, the psychiatrist. And I, I say, I take his quote right out of his book, Helping Yourself with Psychiatry. I went to him 6 times and paid for him to tell me this. And he said, we have free choice to accept or reject thoughts. Nothing compels us to think anything except our own desires. So use your mental switch, flick, and dictate your thoughts. Dictate your thoughts. Dictate your thoughts. Believe that you can improve and you will, unquote. That is the foundation, the cornerstone, the bedrock of our methodology. It far transcends meditation. It certainly includes it. I learned self-hypnosis coming out of the box because a psychiatrist has suggested I do it, and it helped. I'm not so good at it anymore. I do more of a self-talk kind of thing, but I do it every day. Not about my speech. Lord knows I haven't had to do that in 50 years, but I do it about everything else in my life, every negative thought I get, and I get plenty of them. So mind training and mind training treatments are the first, second, and third cornerstones of our program and our methodology. It far transcends what you can do by simply meditating, sitting quietly with your legs crossed and breathing deeply and waiting for inspiration. This is you program your mind. You dictate what you want to think. You steer your car. You don't sit there and hope somebody's going to fix it for you and keep you out of a ditch. That's not the way you keep your car out of a ditch. You hold on to the steering wheel. That's your brain. So I have to say that I am concerned about meditation as if it's some new thing unrelated to our program. It is our program. Dictating my thoughts is how I beat stuttering. Yes, I used some tools. Yes, reading aloud was helpful. Yes, playing recordings of my voice helps. A lot of things help, but it's dictating my thinking before I go to bed, 20 minutes. When I get up, before I take a step, 20 minutes. And during the day, I don't just accept negative thinking. I get just as much of it as you do, or more. I fight it. That is what our program is all about. I hope I have been clear. I wonder about my ability to speak sometimes because I don't seem to be clear.